Here for Breakfast Morning Show is brought to you by Ground Up Remodeling. Tim will take care of your needs from the ground up. Truly one of the best in Lake Placid, and we wouldn't let anyone else work on our handyman or home improvement needs. Call Tim today.
Crack a cold one, it's Tuesday again. Talking hard work and tall tales with my beer-loving friends. Tim should be out back building something real fine, like a rail on my dock for that wife of mine. Swamp Ape sneaking through the Florida pines, and Tim can build you a bar that could outlast time. We're drinking our breakfast, talking real slow. Nothing too important on the morning show. Our Canadian friend Robin might stop by. The tariffs make him angry, and he'll tell you why. Tim's woodworking skills, yeah, they can't be beat. He can build a rocking chair so sturdy it'll rock you to sleep. Swamp Ape sneaking through the Florida pines, and Tim can build you a bar that could outlast time. We're drinking our breakfast, talking real slow. Nothing too important on the morning show. We could talk politics, we could get real deep, but we'd rather swap stories and just take it easy. Pass me a beer, let's raise up a toast to the Florida Swamp Ape and the things we love most. Swamp Ape sneaking through the Florida pines, and Tim can build you a bar that could outlast time. We're drinking our breakfast, talking real slow. Nothing too important on the morning show. So grab a seat, let's waste some time with beer in our hands and nonsense on our minds. No worries, no stress, just let it all go. It's the Beer for Breakfast Morning Show. So grab a seat, let's waste some time with beer in our hands and nonsense on our minds. No worries, no stress, just let it all go. It's the Beer for Breakfast Morning Show.
Beer for Breakfast Morning Show is brought to you by Ground Up Remodeling. Tim will take care of your needs from the ground up. Truly one of the best in Lake Placid, and we wouldn't let anyone else work on our handyman or home improvement needs. Call Tim today.
Good morning, everybody. It's Tim and Ron and Tim here with the Beer for Breakfast Morning Show.
Our late start
because I slept late because I had a hamburger for supper about 3:30 this morning with the crinkle cut French fries.
The crinkle cut.
Yeah.
I don't know why I like crinkle cuts better than regular.
I like them too. She ovened them, got them just
nice
right.
and crispy.
Yeah, put them on the oven, man. That was good eats, man. Good eats. And I put it on white bread. So much ketchup and mustard on that thing, man. I had yellow blood fingers on one side and red blood fingers on the other.
How much on your shirt?
Luckily, none.
Wow.
The white bread sucked all it up. The white bread sucked it up. Yeah, so I slept late. That's my fault. I wasn't sure I could get
Look at the haze coming up.
I know. I wasn't sure I could get Tim here, so I took a picture of our tea jug and sent it to him. Said, "Hey, we're running late. I'm still doing it." So anyway,
well, here's the morning.
He
Crack one.
didn't offer me one, so he must be running low.
Oh, I got lots.
You are looking at the beautiful, what I call Venus Ranch in Venus, Florida.
Used to live there.
Oh, I certainly did. Beautiful place. This whole stream is going to be sponsored by that. Because I went and checked what I did was I went and checked all my security footage.
Yeah.
And I have like dude hours. I have like 300 hours of footage from this place.
Wow.
From just my security cams, and I had them poking everywhere. And I even have
Her house would be like right there. wouldn't
no
it?
way back here. Marvin's is way
so
back there.
that way?
My house is right. I'm literally, you know, my front porch out there.
Yeah.
I'm literally at my front porch with my camera just poking out
I
there.
see.
Yeah,
I haven't been out there so many years. I don't recall the layout that
Yeah.
well.
yeah. She's as soon as you drive in.
Her house, there's a barn similar to that, like right to the as you're looking at the front of the house to the right, isn't there?
No,
Like a barn.
No, it's a-
drive-through barn.
no, it's a bunch of no. That's that one way in the back.
Oh.
All she's got there is those storage containers
Oh,
where she stores all of her shit.
I haven't been out there in years, so
It's
apparently
also-
things have changed.
There's no barn down there, what I remember. It's all storage containers. But you don't know what hurricanes take down and what they don't. And
That's true. Like I say, it's probably been 10 years since
Mhm.
I've been out there.
brother, 10 years ain't enough. No, so anyway, it's one of the most beautiful places that I can think of to wake up in the morning.
Yeah, it is nice and peaceful out there.
You don't, the only thing you hear is gunshots. You don't hear cars, you don't hear trucks,
No street lights.
you don't hear a neighbor grinding on shit all day long. Yeah, it's pretty nice. So yeah, that's the excitement. That's I figure. See, notice how the fog's changing directions.
Oh my God! Yeah.
It was going your way. It was going your way a few minutes ago. Now
Yeah.
it's going the other way.
It's going left now. It's going right.
Yeah, that was a weird morning.
You know why that is? Because the air is cooler than the
Oh.
water, and that's
Oh,
letting
yeah.
off the heat.
I
So
don't
create the
know why
fog.
it keeps changing directions. So if you watch, you
Yeah,
can
it's
see
an
it.
absolute backwards of what it was a
Yeah,
second ago.
you can watch the fish jumping out there too, man. That place is full of bass.
Probably nobody ever fishes. it.
Nobody ever did, and every time we would catch something, we just brought them back and threw them in.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's how you stock your own pond for free.
you can walk around there during the spawn, and all you see, the whole water's light edge, is nothing but beds.
Nothing but beds.
Yeah, and there's no nothing in there to eat the eggs except for the fish, and they protect them from the other fish. There's no,
Yeah.
but every once in a while you can see one of those big old white cranes,
Mhm.
not the sandhills, but the white cranes.
Yeah.
They go in there and you see him flapping his head around. He's got him about a 4-foot snake out there just whipping it around. That's when Tony decided, well, I don't think I'll be fishing out there today.
I'll just avoid the snakes.
Yeah.
Well, today in 1967, Penny Lane hit #1.
Penny Lane, remind me of what Penny Lane is.
It's the Beatles song.
Oh, okay. So there you go, because I hate the Beatles. So there you go.
And let's see. And and on this day, and I'll let you guess the year. Henry Blake dies on MASH. He was the colonel or whatever you call him, the head of the MASH unit. He was shipped home. He died in a plane crash,
Yeah.
according to the show.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the helicopter crashed on the way.
Yeah.
And
they wrote that into the show.
because he
And
died in
no
real
one-
life, right?
No, he didn't.
Oh,
He wanted more. He wanted to get off the show for some
Oh.
reason. Well, they didn't want him to be able to recreate that character in anything else because it was, like theirs from MASH. So they killed him off, and nobody in the cast knew that they were going to do that until Radar walks into the OR and sadly says that at such time
yeah,
Henry Blake's plane was shot down because he was flying home. They were getting out.
right.
And it was 1975, by the way.
Okay, see, because I was gonna,
And then,
they,
so the whole cast was actually stunned because none of them knew that he was going to get written off as had died.
and they,
They just were going to send him home, and that's when Potter came in.
I like Potter better anyway.
I liked Henry because he was like
And Goofy.
goofy, like the MASH guys were. He wasn't like
Um,
military at all.
That's what had me confused because I was gonna say 79, and then I was gonna say 83, and the reason that I'm confused and why it perplexed me is because it reran for so many years.
Oh yeah, it's still on.
Yeah, and so I mean, and it can, and it, so in '75, I was probably only 12, 13 years old. So I really wasn't watching a whole lot of TV.
I remember that particular show.
I mean, I remember it too, but I mean, I could have seen it 20
You might have
years
saw it
later.
reruns,
Yeah.
right. No, I think I saw the original. And on birthdays, oh, by the way, hi Corey, and hi Ricky the plumber. They're both fans of our show now.
And hi Dallas, I'm fans of your hair. Beautiful long hair. It's light brown.
Yeah, like a strawberry blonde, I would say.
I would go light brown. Always happy. Knows more about liquor than anybody. And I don't even think she drinks. And if she does, it ain't much. You can tell by her face she ain't been drinking. She ain't no big drinker.
Yeah, she don't have the big old red nose.
Yeah, she that's it. That's probably the most flawless woman in the entire city of Lake Placid.
Yeah. Vanessa Williams turned 62 today.
Really? She's the old model, right? That
Yeah.
lost her crown because she was a Playboy model.
Yep, and she went into singing also.
Yeah. Well, she should have stayed as the Playboy model. 'Cause-
And more money there, yeah. Queen Latifah, everyone knows who she is.
yeah, she's funny.
55 years old.
That's it.
Yeah, I was surprised she was that young too.
Jesus Christ, she's been a thorn in the white man's side. That's all. It seems like it's been 110 years.
Yeah, really.
I was thinking she should get some reparations. She's been alive so long.
Adam Levine, he's
Yeah.
a singer, and
Gay.
he turned 46.
Gay.
And they played the song that his band sang, but I can't for the
Maroon
life.
Homo 5?
I don't know what it.
Maroon Homo 5. Maroon
Oh,
5.
is that what that was?
Maroon
Because I
5 was his
couldn't-
band.
I could not for the life of me remember who that band was. I should have just
Yes, Maroon
hit my,
5. I think.
Shazam.
Adam. What the fuck is the? Maybe I'm thinking of Adam Lambert. No, I'm not. Because I think Adam Levine's the one with the acne problem.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he's got an acne problem. You just can't see it because he covered it up with that beard. Let's see.
He looked more poppy in this, like pop rock, the guy.
Yeah, he was with Maroon 5. What was his top song?
Yeah, I can't remember it. That's what they played, and I didn't.
Lost Stars, A Higher Place, Locked Away, This Love, Sugar, No One Else Like You. I never heard of none of those shits.
No, me neither.
But I liked Maroon 5, even though I felt like I needed to watch myself in bleach because I thought it was like a bunch of gay fest. But
I don't know what song they played on the
I don't either.
little skit, but it was a song I recognized. I just didn't know the band.
well, if you have a radio, and you know how the how that shit goes these days, man. They put it on rotation, and you hear it 750 times.
Right?
Oh, look, the sun's coming up.
Oh yeah. And the fog's almost going straight up.
Almost, but it's still kind of traveling towards
Now
the
it's going
opening of
left
the,
again.
yeah.
Yeah. Towards the barn. That's weird.
And you can tell there's hardly no wind because none of the sticks are moving or nothing. That's just heat pulling it one direction to another.
Fairly calm day out
Yeah.
on the lake. Yeah, there's no little ripples on the water, nothing.
No.
That is a pretty picture though.
Well, that was when I first bought the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Before I let it get rained on 100 times. We'll see the progression. I used to do this every morning. Is what I would do is I would start out at let me pause this real quick. I would start out like this because I have a night vision camera. I cannot tell you how I got it or where I got it or why I got it. But that was my night vision. It would watch what we used to watch it for coyotes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's probably a lot of
Because
them
see,
out
right
there.
there's the pond, and to the right's the pond,
Oh, okay.
and that's the barn right there. The white barn we were just looking at is right
Oh
there.
yeah. Yeah, I see the barn.
Yeah,
now.
and if you'll notice that because you notice that it's the way that the night vision works, the depth of field and everything. You see the grass changing colors every once in a while. It just
Right.
that's what that is.
Because it's absorbing the moonlight.
Yeah.
Whatever light.
That's
it
all
can
it
gather.
was absorbing. Yeah. Yes, that's the same barn. And then Marvine has come in, and my house is right here. As soon as you get past Marvine's, the main driveway,
Mhm.
then was my house with the big old giant front porch.
I remember seeing that.
Yeah, and then the pond. I'm right in
It
front
was
of
a
the pond.
fifth wheel, right?
Yeah, that one was. Yeah.
Another guy I know lived in that.
Yeah, no.
But she didn't like all the junk cars that he was
Yeah,
collecting.
she said
so
something
she
about,
told him to get him out of there, so
yeah.
he moved.
Yeah, she was weird.
It's not like she didn't have enough shit piles.
God, that woman is.
She's a hoarder of many. But her husband was big on gathering up.
Was she a
shit,
hoarder too? Yeah.
Their house was nice and neat inside when I
Yeah.
was
Oh,
in there.
constantly. I mean,
But as far as like stuff around the farm, I mean, they had crap piled in every corner.
I've got
probably find 10 grand worth of junk out there.
a beep whole torn apart over here in this far corner. I literally have a I believe on my bathroom sink is the 3D printed 357 that I'm still putting together because the light is so good in there and I can see it in all the mirrors, make me keep track of everything.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So it's easy for me to do it.
You lay a towel in the sink
Oh,
so
yes,
nothing
I
will
do.
go down the
You
drain.
bet I do. You bet I do.
That's an old trick for carpenters because when you're working in a bathroom, you know you're going to drop a screw and it's going right down the sink.
But Tony said you need to go clean that damn studio up because it's gonna get cold and you and Tim are gonna need it. And I'm like, I can't go in there and start fucking with shit. Now I'm gonna mix parts together and everything. I'm good. I can do most of this shit.
You need things laid out, for individual parts.
When you start mixing guns together, then I'm gonna have a problem.
You don't just throw them in a bucket and pull what you like.
No, it's kind of like building a carburetor. You leave the one brand by itself. And,
Right. You don't have three carbs apart.
No, that's what my dad used to do. My dad used to open he had a sheet, the same white sheet every time. And he would throw it on the kitchen table and turn that big bright light on the front and the dining room table.
Yeah.
And he would start from scratch and start taking that carburetor apart piece by piece and lay it down as he took it. And the way it went back together.
Lay it out in a sequence.
And it just went backwards the way back together. But that's how he did everything.
Well, that way you don't skip anything.
Yeah.
If you miss one piece in the carburetor, it does not work well.
No. And
I can vouch for that. I've done it.
Yeah.
It's like, why doesn't this sumbitch run? I just rebuilt it.
Yeah, well.
Then you go, here's that jet valve over there on the sink. Huh? I forgot that piece.
Yeah, it's we got a late start. I kind of like the late starts. I can fucking get used to that.
Yeah. Most of the time I make my own hours, so I work for me, so
We can sit here and shoot the shit for the first hour. Then we wouldn't have nothing to talk about when we got here. But
that's true. I hate when we sit around too long. That's why I always come over at like quarter of.
Yeah.
Because that only gives us maybe 15 minutes before we go live. And I try to never ever talk about what I wrote down because I'll forget all about it and I won't remember to repeat it.
One of the funny things is Monkey in the Morning that I listen to a lot. Him and his friend Jack, they do a show, and you'll hear like they're talking like me and you talk in the morning.
Yeah.
And then like a minute and a half before they go live. And then you can hear them two talking. And then he goes, okay, good morning, everybody. It's I'm Monkey. This is Jack. Say hi, Jack. And Jack goes, hi, Jack. You know, he does his thing. It's funny. And then
that's something you don't say on a plane.
Right. And he always says, how many of you people are pissed off because you don't know what we were talking about when we started this show?
I had my corned beef and cabbage yesterday.
Did you?
And I was anticipating
It changed.
Yeah. I was looking forward to it so much. I think I overshot it in my brain.
Oh,
because once I sat down and ate it, I was like kind of disappointed. It wasn't as what I thought it would be. And my wife said too, she said, I don't think it came out quite right because she hurried it a little bit.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was tasty, but it just didn't have that, I can't wait to get this meal because you only get that like once a year usually. It's not a common weekender like hamburgers.
That's the whistling ducks, by the way.
Oh, yeah? See any duck houses out there?
No, we don't need them with them bitches.
I used to roost wherever
and they
like.
fight, man. Well, you know that most of the time, ducks drown the male drowns the shit out of the female when he's trying to get the loving. Drowns her. Yeah. But then them things, I have
I swear she was dead when I found
she
her.
was dead when she was dead when I found her.
Yeah, her was dead when I got there.
Isn't that guy's name Quagmire or some shit?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. I thought it was dead when we got there. When I got there. But those whistling ducks, man, they fight, dude. They fight.
There's a bunch of them there.
Oh yeah, you can't hardly see them because I'm so far back. But that this time of year, it's probably, I don't know, 300-400 a day, and they just constantly come. And then on the other side, where the barn is, on where our little logo thingy, our little thingy is, our little voice thing.
Yeah.
That's where the barn is on that side.
Yeah, I figured that was just
Yeah.
moved the camera a little.
Yeah.
It looked nice with the barn in the back though.
Yeah, I know.
But you had to get those.
I wanted to get something different. I had to get something.
You're shooting for the ducks.
Well, I had all the way around that property. I have, had 7 or 8 security cameras going all the time.
Oh yeah.
And Marvin would say, "How do you always know I'm coming over?" I'm like, "Oh, I don't know."
I ain't telling. Well, it's like their worker bee was out front, and he said something about, "Oh, I did this, and I was just about ready to pick up and go." And I says, "Well, yeah, I saw you on the security cam." And he goes, "Oh, you have cameras?" And I go, "Yeah, I got cameras and lots of guns." I said, "So keep that in mind."
And none of them have the rainbow flag on them.
That's right.
Some of them.
Speaking of flag, I got to get us a new American
I
flag.
was thinking about having a vintage Trump 2020 flag that I was going to put on there.
That'd
A
be
vintage. I also have a Confederate flag I could put on there. I don't think that would go over well with some of the neighbors.
cool. Yeah, true.
However, it would make a statement.
Yeah. Be aware, ski with care.
So,
I've always had an American flag
yeah.
everywhere I ever lived. I built my own flagpole out of pipes. I just found one pipe that was a little bigger than the other pipe, and I put it on top of it, ran a bolt through it, and then I sunk it in the ground up in New York on my property. I had it like 18 feet in the air, and I lived on the top of a mountain, so it looked great because it was right by
Yeah.
the end of the house, way on the top of the hill. So I had this nice big flag flying up at 18 feet in the air, and I had this big, gigantic house next to
We
it.
should get one of those. We should get us a long piece of conduit, in the fitting, the angle fitting, and go right to the center of our roof, and get 3 of them, and hang a American flag in the middle, a Navy flag on your side, and a Marine flag on my side. And I'll tell you what they wouldn't do. They wouldn't fuck with nobody in this house. They'll say, "Oh, those 2 houses, don't go there.
Yeah.
Don't go there." It's apparently, and of course, I would have my little dancing Trump for Christmas out there. Make America again, folks. Make America again, folks. I have so many friends that bought that Trump teddy bear. Trumpy Bear. Did you ever see that on TV? They advertised
No,
the
I
Trumpy
didn't.
Bear. Yeah, Trumpy Bear. He was real big during Christmas, Trump's first term.
I don't remember.
Oh
that.
my gosh, you will when you see it, I think. Yeah, it's Trumpy
Oh,
Bear.
check that out. I've never seen that before.
Trumpy Bear, everybody. Hold on, let me
I like that.
still get him for $35. Actually, this was 2024. This is the new version.
And it's got a little leather biker jacket.
Yeah,
on it.
he comes in a bunch of.
And the hair is like his hair.
Yeah, he comes with a bunch of different.
You can get different outfits.
Yeah, actually, you can get different outfits. Walmart's got them.
Oh,
Yeah, Walmart's got them for 30-something bucks, $35, but that's a Trumpy Bear.
I'd almost spend $35
Yeah,
just
right.
to have it.
Uh,
Can you imagine the president of the United States walking around with a leather jacket like that?
Obama used to wear a bomber jacket, and so did Bush.
Yeah.
Those were leather jackets.
Oh, Bush at least was in the military, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But I don't think Obama was.
No, Obama wasn't.
He wasn't even a citizen, according to a lot of people.
They don't let Kenyans join the military here. Oh yeah, see how it cleared up? See how everything cleared up?
Oh yeah.
The temperature on that camera that this one is the night vision camera.
Oh.
And it it changes its heat sensor temperatures.
Right.
It changes it as the sun. There's so much brightness there. Just like earlier, it clicks the night vision off, and it changes the color grading, so
Almost
everything
like
looks kind
wearing
of gray.
sunglasses.
Yeah, it changes. It makes everything almost like kind of gray.
Huh.
And now as the sun comes up, it'll get brighter and brighter and brighter.
What a beautiful clear sky in that scene, huh?
Yeah, it is. I gotta wait till I finish my coffee to open my to christen my part of the morning show.
I was outside this morning coming over here, and I said, well,
I stood him
he's
up.
not feeling well, so I'll just.
It's feeling great.
I stood here for out at the corner of the fence for about a minute thinking, well, if I see movement, I'll wave at him and just say, back to sleep, wave you back in. And I didn't see any action, so I just turned around, went back over the house, sat in my chair and watched a couple car shows.
I almost naturally just wake up, even if I just went to sleep. I naturally wake up at about 6:30 to make sure I can get out here in time. But apparently this morning I gave 0 fucks. My fucks were gone because I just slept right through it. And then I woke up and it was 7:15. I went, oh shit! So I got up and I peed and got everything. But I had that. She made me a hamburger and crinkle fries. Remember I was talking about them the other day?
Yeah.
And my supper was at 3:30 this morning. So I was like,
Yeah, by the way, his nights are our days.
yeah. So I was eating my supper, and she goes, "Oh man, this is heavy. You're going to go to sleep." "Oh no, you're going to go to sleep." And I said, "Yeah, but I'm always up in time. Don't worry about it." This morning I was wrong.
Like I do not want to eat my dinner past 6 o'clock because then I'd just like beat. And at 7 o'clock I want to go to bed.
If I eat my dinner, it's what? Okay, let's say that I was normal and I woke up like a normal person at 6 o'clock in the morning. If I eat breakfast at 6:30, I want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
If I eat breakfast at 6:10, I want to go to sleep. If I eat breakfast at noon, I want to go to sleep. If I eat, you can even just talk to me about food.
It'll make you tired.
I start getting sleepy when I smell her cooking it. There has been times, dude, totally sober, and I'm like, I don't know, I'm sleepy. I'm not even sure I can finish this.
You're the kind of guy to fall asleep in a pile of spaghetti.
I would. I eat spaghetti weird. I make a sandwich out of it.
Oh, I used to do that in high school.
I still do it.
I love spaghetti day.
What I love most is letting the spaghetti sitting there all gooed up together all night long in the pot.
Yeah.
Because we mix the noodles and everything for when we save it.
That's what my
And then
wife
I put
does.
it, and I don't care what nobody says. If you don't know how to, I throw in that iron skillet, fry it. Oh,
yeah.
Fried spaghetti is so good.
Yeah.
People tell me, never use soap on your iron skillets. And I'm like, well, then you don't know how to wash a fucking iron skillet.
You don't know to wash pan.
Because all you got to do is just, once it's seasoned, it's seasoned. Until you burn something in it, it's seasoned. You wash it out. You immediately put it on your stove, dry it out. It's not going to rust. Your seasoning stays. And about once every 3 or 4 times, hit it with a spray of Pam. And that Pam soaks up in there and just gives it another layer of just goodness. I've got a frying pan in there that I can tell you for sure that is over 100 years old and it's only been seasoned once.
Huh.
And that was by my granddaddy. Yep. I got a little one. I used to have one the size of the state of Texas
Oh, did you really?
that we made cornbread and
Oh, that'd
pecan
be
pies.
cool.
Yeah, and pecan pies.
No,
Marvin's got
I
it.
was always under the impression that you were not supposed to wash the skillets with any kind of soap. I just always wiped them out.
Yeah,
When they were warm, I would take a paper towel and just wipe it clean because that's
Yeah.
clean enough.
yeah, you can do that too.
Well, that's what I do with the
Teflon.
the Teflon. I have a griddle type thing I
Yeah.
make the pancakes on. And I'll rinse it with water, but I don't use soap and I just wipe it off because nothing's stuck to it. And I don't mind a little haze of Pam spray on it or whatever
Yeah.
because then the pancakes don't stick.
The
The last batch of pancakes last weekend I made them terrible.
I'm thinking about going to if you're bored Saturday, we could run over there together. Okeechobee flea market, the Big O,
Oh yeah.
because he's got some really good cast iron skillets and stuff.
I don't know what we did with all ours. We had like 3 or 4 that were left in the house that we lived in Temptation
Mhm.
and we had them. I don't know what she did with them, or they're gone, or
Well, he's got all of his are mostly rusty.
Yeah.
And if you look way deep in my YouTube files, I've got probably 40 videos on how to resurface them and redo them. People would bring me, I would charge them $30 and they would bring me their iron skillets.
and you'd make them like
I'd make them like new, make them like glass. And what I did was I would clean them really good, and then I'd spray them with Pam, and then I'd put them in the oven for 3 hours. When I pulled them out of the oven while they were hot, I would throw lard, just pig fat lard in there, and then let that melt in it, and then let it sit there. And I'd do all on the sides, and then I'd bake 4 loaves of cornbread in it. And once on that 4th loaf, if it still popped out, it's seasoning. It's seasoned, and that's how I did it.
Oh, that's a good way to
That's
know.
how I learned how to make cornbread so good, by the way.
You do make a good cornbread. I'll give you that.
Tony said, add sugar to that shit if you're going to keep making it.
Yeah, I like it just a touch sweet, not a lot.
Yeah, so that's what I started doing with adding sugar to it.
Yeah, I like me some cornbread.
Yeah, me too.
That's the best thing to have with a bowl of chili.
Or stew.
Yeah,
Those steaks we bought the other night,
yeah.
they're being thawed out for stew today. Because it's cold.
You'll be living large.
Well, what I was going to do originally was grind each one of them up for a hamburger.
Well, that's what they used to do at the store that I managed when I was young.
Yeah.
He would take any of the steaks that were out there that were starting to turn, they
Yeah.
got a little old, and he would just grind them, make a
Sure.
hamburger on 'em. You were eating quality damn meats. I mean, he'd use Delmonico steaks to make burgers.
Yeah, because if it
I
can't
used
sell,
to
it
buy-
ain't doing no good.
I used to buy them at the hamburger price, a stack, about 15 of them, and I'd put them right in the freezer. And then when we'd have a party on the weekend,
Yeah.
I was whipping out Delmonicos like they were free, which they basically were. And all my friends and my family and stuff would be coming over. And my grandmother, she was always tight with $1. She didn't have a lot of money. And I said to her, we were having a birthday party for one of my kids. And I says, here, Grandma, try one of these steaks. And she goes, oh my gosh, how do you afford steak? I'm like, Grandma, you have no idea how much money I make compared to what you live on. I says, what you live on per month, I make per week. And she goes, no, you don't. And I says, yeah, I do. I says, here, try some steak. So then every year for Christmas, I would give her a store, like a gift certificate from her local store.
Yeah.
And I would tell her, now you go get those steaks with this so you can have them. And she's like, oh, I could get a lot more food than that. Instead of one steak, I could have 5 meals.
Yeah, yeah.
Because she was just old school,
That's how they were, man.
She went through the Depression and all that crap. But she definitely liked her food.
That's how they were. Dude.
My mother used to play a trick on her because she had a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
So my mother, we had a Basset Hound, and my mom always bought this dog these chocolate-coated dog treats. And they look like little, malted milk balls or something.
Yeah.
Well, she'd put them in a clear glass jar, like a cookie jar type thing, on the counter to give to the dog.
Yeah.
My grandmother would come in, grab a handful of them,
Huh.
and just be eating them. And all us kids are just laughing our ass off. Grandma's eating dog treats. And she's like, boy, these are good.
This is the
And it wasn't real chocolate because you're not
Right.
supposed to get dog chocolate.
right. This is the other Trumpy bear.
Oh, yeah.
That one's up. It's 40, I guess, because he has
Got his cool hat on.
his cool hat on. That one's
I
up.
had one of those hats right from him.
Yeah. Okay.
His new one now has his first term and his second term on the side of the hat. I got to get me one of those.
Yeah, I'd like to have one of those too.
I happen to know a guy
Yeah.
who knows him personally.
I haven't.
Matter of fact, on my camera, on my phone, I do have a picture of Trump with his arm around him, standing for a picture. So he knows him personally. He said he's a very nice individual, like one-on-one. And he says, and he's so loving to his son. He says you wouldn't believe it. He's like nothing you would think he'd be like, but he's just a super nice guy.
Hey, Robin.
Ah, the boy
The
wonder,
boy wonder.
our Canadian contact.
Correspondent. Did you hear your mention in the song this morning? We started late. I slept late. My fault. Have full responsibility. You want the link? I'll send it to you.
Wow, that was quick. Pulled that right up.
Yeah, sometimes I can see.
Well, you're well rested.
Yeah, I'm well fed. That's for damn sure.
I love that Obscure Destinations Outdoors. The whole
Yeah,
name and the logo is killer.
yeah. I never.
You need to get Tony to make me more cards.
Yeah, I know you told me.
I decided put a bug in your hand.
I think she ordered some, dude. I think that she ordered some. I think that they're here. I think that we've got them already. I just forgot to ask her.
Yeah, you can order like 500 cards really cheap.
It took me that long to get you to get the saw done. So then finally yesterday morning, what was Sunday? Monday morning at 2:00, I said, oh, by the way, go and see where we ordered the chainsaw from and tell them that it don't work.
Or yeah,
That the battery's wrong.
one battery doesn't charge.
See, you can almost taste. You can almost feel the happiness in her voice when she goes, "Oh, that was ordered. You ordered that one for Tim. I didn't order that one for Tim.
Yeah, so now it's on you.
So now it's on you." So I just emailed. I just said, "Hey, dude, I don't know how to tell them about their poor chains."
They won't notice that.
So now Tony tells me last night. He said, "Well, as soon as the refund goes through, we'll order Tim a new chainsaw." I said, "What?" And she said, "That's $35." She said, "Well, you can't really take his chainsaw."
Well,
And then
it's already been paid for once. They're just going to send you a new
no,
one.
they're
not.
They're refunding the money, so I have to order a new one.
Well, if I need one, I can borrow yours.
That's what I told her.
Yeah, fuck it.
I can leave mine at his house and borrow that one.
Yeah, I leave my pressure washer at your house. What did I come over here one day? I said, "Oh, the hand cart. Hey,
Yeah.
can I borrow my hand
Yeah.
cart?"
So you talking or not, Robin?
I ain't saying nothing.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Me and Tim were still talking.
Yeah.
Anyway, did you hear your mention in the song today?
No, I didn't hear the intro.
Hold on a minute. I might can have it.
Mike can have it.
I might. I don't know if I can or not, dude. Without messing everything up. I like to show Robin that I care enough about him to give a shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just play the whole intro.
I don't know. I'm gonna try, but I did it this way instead. Here you go. Here you go.
Sun's up, crack a cold one. It's Tuesday again. Talking hard work and tall tales with my beer-loving friends. Tim should be out back building something real fine, like a rail on my dock for that wife of mine. Swamp ape sneaking through the Florida pines, and Tim can build you a bar that could outlast time. We're drinking our breakfast, talking real slow. Nothing too important on the morning show. Our Canadian friend Robin might stop by. The tariffs make him angry, and he'll tell you why. Tim's woodworking skills, yeah, they can't be beat. He can build a rocking chair so sturdy it'll rock you to sleep. Swamp ape.
Yeah. See, how'd you like that, man?
That was actually pretty good.
You
That was pretty
get
good.
the honorable mentions.
We all, I try to look out for you. You know, I mean, you gotta look out for your homies. You know, at least I never insult you.
Yeah, but we don't call you the crazy Canuck or anything.
No. We're proud that the Canuck doesn't call us mates.
Yeah, that's one of your things. He doesn't ever say that.
No, I don't think that the Canadians say mate.
No?
I think that's Australian and British.
Oh, yeah, Australia's definitely.
Yeah, but mostly Australians, it's cunt.
No, we say
cunt.
A.
Yeah, no, but I've got a friend in Australia. Everything is cunt. He's like, "What's up, cunt?" And I'm like, "Jesus Christ." I'm like, dude, my wife's out here. He goes, my wife's right here. And I'm like,
Oh, and wanker. You forgot about wankers.
wanker.
That's definitely England.
Yeah, wanker. Yeah, and tossing off is jerking off in English. English.
England, yes. I
I
believe I'll toss one off this morning.
believe. I asked my doctor. My doctor said, by the way, your heart's kind of fucked up, so you might want to calm down on the sex thing. I said, I've been married almost 30 years. What do you mean, calm down?
what sex thing?
Jesus Christ.
It's been so long, I don't even remember it.
Come on, man.
I don't even get it on my birthday anymore.
I always figure, if I'm getting real lonely and I want some strange, I just jerk off with my left hand and it feels like I'm drunk driving. Hey, Robin, I want to ask you a question, man. This is serious.
Okay.
I heard that in Canada they changed 69 to 96.
Did you
What?
eat more?
Yeah, I heard 69. The Canadians don't 69 their women anymore. It's now called 96.
But that's ludicrous.
Oh, they say because of the tariffs.
Oh,
That's just how much it costs to eat out these days.
you're hilarious.
That was good.
Tim's using that today.
Oh, that's a freebie.
Wait till we turn the power off.
Yeah, we don't care about that. We live in Florida. Y'all turn all them Yankee shit off. We don't give a
Shit, we got hurricanes that's off for 2 weeks at a time. Doesn't bother us a bit.
We got generators. We're good.
Yeah.
It's actually illegal for us to sell Jack Daniels up here now. If you're caught at a bar selling Jack Daniels, you could be fined.
That's crazy.
Yeah, y'all are retarded.
No freedom in Canada, da-da.
Well, that's nothing new. There's never been any freedom in Canada. I've got so many good friends that I've known a long time that live in Canada that have said how horrible it's been for years and years and years there.
You wouldn't have thought so.
No, I wouldn't have either. But
I actually enjoyed Canada the couple
liked
of
it
times
too.
I was there.
I liked it too.
And I think your side of Niagara Falls is way nicer than the U.S. side.
Oh, it is way nicer.
Yeah, I'm giving you the kudos on the Niagara Falls half.
Yeah, see, we don't have to do that. We don't have to give you the kudos. We do that out of kindness.
Have you ever been to Niagara Falls, Robin? Hello?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, yeah, I've been to Niagara Falls.
You ever go on the Maid of the Mist ride? It's on a boat and they give you a rain jacket and they go right up close with all the mist on you.
No, I never did that.
I did. It was neat. One time thing, you know.
Oh, my Chinese nanny lived in Niagara Falls.
He was raised by a Chinese woman.
Well, there's your Chinese theory.
No, yeah, it really is kind of. That's Clara in the background walking. You can hardly see her walking around the pond.
That'd be the horse.
You see her right there?
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
That's
Why
pretty
the long face?
I actually knew a girl that I asked her that one time, and she said, that's not funny. I don't think I have a long face. I said, well, I'll tell you what, you look like Glinda the Good Witch. Yeah, I mean, and she did. She had this long face, and she had a big nose like mine. And she looked like that witch from, the green witch from Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had a nice ass, though. That's probably why my cousin married her, because she didn't have much of a personality. She didn't think that was funny.
I knew this chick back in the day. I was like, just happened to say to her, holy fuck, were you hit by a garbage truck? And she was like, yeah, how did you know?
Your face gave it away.
I ain't never that mean to people. Well, no, I am. That's not true. I am. I'm pretty often that mean to people.
Yeah, I used to be a real asshole back in the day.
Well, it's pretty much still seem like
Still true today.
You're opening up yourself for a whole big hit.
I thought the whole thing from Canadians is the only reason that we let two people live is because you're so friendly and polite.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we try to be polite.
Canada, have we?
I don't think we. No, they did burn out our White House. That's why a lot of us are still a little bit kind of fucking with them.
Oh, bastards.
And did you hear what? Did you hear what our press secretary said when some deputy and some low-level politician in France said that he wanted the Statue of Liberty back?
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Caroline, the press secretary said, yeah, well, he's just a low-level politician, but let us all remind France that if it wasn't for America, they'd be speaking German right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, we saved France.
Oh, shit.
And don't forget about Vimy Ridge. It was Canadians that saved their ass.
No, we don't know anything about Canada.
The French don't like us. That's weird.
I know. Well, they stink, and we don't like people that stink.
Yeah, and they don't shave their pits.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
You know, I don't shave my pits either, but I'm a dude.
Yeah, but I'm saying the women.
But you know, they're women for some reason. They're not only hairy; they could braid that shit. They could get like the black guys doing cornrows and shit. They could identify which gang. They can identify which gang they're in with their.
How many braids of hair you got under your arm?
Which diagonal is it going? You got the man. I bet you. I don't want to. How do you say this before breakfast? Those other parts that women usually shave. Woo! I bet that's.
Oh, that's got to be a.
Hey, what did the blind men say when you walk by the fish market?
Honey, I'm home.
Morning, ladies.
I like mine. Honey, I'm home.
But I'm just gearing up for work here. I thought I'd just pop in here for a few minutes, but I gotta jet you guys.
I'm glad you stopped by, man. You know, that's why I add you to the songs.
Yeah, I have to go to work myself.
I wouldn't do that if I didn't like you. Oh, yeah, it is. It's 9 o'clock. It's Tim's time to go to work because we got a late start.
Yeah, 8 o'clock my time here.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Right after this comedy break.
But anyways, you guys have a wonderful week, okay?
You too,
You
man.
too.
We'll see you. We'll see you again.
Okay, for sure.
We'll be here. You'll be queer, and everything will be just like a steer.
No, I'll just be Canadian.
That's just what I said. What I said. I'm just fucking with you. We love you, man. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Have a good one.
For sure.
Peace
Love
out.
you guys.
Bye.
Another country heard from, literally.
Yeah. See, we got countries, and
We
later.
got a friend from Turkey that talks to
I
us
talked
quite
to
a
him
lot.
this morning or this weekend.
He's cool.
Tolga from Turkey is awesome. 2-4 from Canada is awesome.
Yeah.
There's a couple other ones. There's Buck from I think he's from either maybe Valdosta or Macon. He's somewhere in Georgia. I don't think it's Valdosta though.
Where's the 6th grader kid from? He's from somewhere.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Carson's from Oklahoma. Another guy from Canada was
Whatever happened?
Duncan.
Yeah, what happened to Duncan
Oh, he
Donut?
pops in every once in a while. But last time I said, "Why were you gone so long?" He said he had a seizure or something.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
And I told you what do you call a epileptic that has a what do you call an epileptic in a lettuce patch?
What?
Caesar salad.
Oh, put a strike on the whiteboard.
They know they have seizures. I'm sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because I was asking him if they were painful, and he said they used to be, but they're not anymore, or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember talking to him.
but I think that most of his were drug induced because he just overdosed or something and it messed his brain up.
Ah,
Which
I knew a guy who got some kind of drug he was doing. It was like one of them harsh drugs, and it made him lose all his hair. He had no eyebrows, no
Wow.
eyelashes. He was like all kinds of
so
freaking
he looked like
screwed
Will
up.
Smith's wife.
Yeah, kind of.
Wow.
We used to call him hemorrhoid because he's a pain in the ass.
Yeah. One of my mama's nickname among her friends was Lady Hemorrhoid. On the CB, they would call her Lady Hemorrhoid.
Why? Because she was a pain in the ass.
Oh, you know she was, dude. You know she was.
She had to be a handful.
You know, there is no way. I don't know. You know, you always wonder what makes a guy, you know, hit it and split it. My mother's personality.
Well,
Because you can only take so much of that wildness. You know, you just now did what you did, and it's time to just lay down and go to sleep. And you know, after she makes your sandwich,
give me a sandwich.
you know, and she makes your sandwich and brings you a beer, and then you're just supposed to lay down and maybe get an old fashioned, you know, a little handy. But no, not Mama. She's done the line. She's ready. Let's go. Woo! Reverse cowboy. Reverse cowboy.
Let's rock this house.
God, I would have liked to have known her and her not be my mom. I would have liked for her to have been, you
Like
know,
your neighbor or something.
because you know, what a guy that lived near us, but he didn't come over very much, and he's like, "Why is everyone always hanging out at your house?"
Because mom's entertaining.
Like this. Because mom don't mind if there's a case of beer in there going, I'm gonna get some tea. Mama like, oh fuck it, there's a Budweiser in there. Get you one of those. That's not even a joke, man. She was just like, yeah, get one. I don't care. Don't tell your mama. I'll tell your mama. Whatever you do.
You're 9 years old, but
You
don't
didn't
tell
get-
mom
you
you
didn't
got a bud for me.
No, but we weren't much more than probably 12 or 15. She would say, hide that bottle in there. Hide that in there. Don't.
Yeah, we used to go up on the farm, snag beers off my buddy's dad. He had them in the refrigerator. We'd snag a half of his beers, and the three of us would go up in the barn, say we're stacking the hay, and we'd sit up there and smoke dope and drink beer and get all kinds of foobarred.
With my brother-in-law always grew dope in the chicken coops because we would chase chicken coops to just move the chickens so their feet wouldn't get bad and shit.
Right.
And we used to just rake them clean. Well,
I was going to say it's easier to move than it's clean.
we always still had to rake them out. But one year, my dad said, "I'm not raking this shit out. They say that chicken shit and bat shit's really good for the soil, so we'll pick up the whole pin and move it, and then I'll plant something there." And Hal goes, "Hold on." Dude, that shit had purple hairs on it. It had purple hairs on it. So the first season it did great. The second season, look, this is covered with tin. This is a chicken coop. It had very little light coming in, and it was those. You remember? I don't know if you can still get them, but they're the fiberglass. It looks like corrugated tin,
Yeah, I know what you're
but
talking
it comes green and white fiberglass. Well, most of it on the top was that you can't see through it.
Right, but let's light in.
Yeah, unless the sunlight in. And these were the prettiest plants in the world. Hal saw those fucking helicopters coming, and instead of calling somebody and saying, "Is there like something going on?" he pulled all that shit up and went there and started burying it and shit. And yeah, it scared him to death, man.
There goes the crop of the month.
And he never sold it. That was all for personal use. But
Well, hell yeah.
in my personal use, I mean, all of his friends would come over and take sacks, like you did, you know,
Right.
because it didn't cost nothing to grow it, and you know, he wasn't in it to make money. He was just in it to, hey, let's all party.
Yeah, because when you get a bag, you take the seeds out. Well, might as well use them.
Yeah,
We'd have Ziplocs full of seeds. Right?
no kidding. And now you can't find seeds because of all this hybrid shit.
Yeah. They hydroponic
If
growing.
I could come up with say 10 seeds, I'd grow it right now.
And you don't even smoke it.
No, I don't. But I'm like my mom. I want to see the flowers. My mom's sister was a DEA agent.
It's amazing how easily it grows too. It's like
It
a
is.
weed.
Well, ditchweed. You remember what? Didn't they have that up north?
Yeah, that's why I call it weed because it grew like one.
Yeah. In Omaha, they have this ditchweed, or all over Nebraska in the plains. And you're driving by, and I swear to God, man, it looks exactly like marijuana, and it's just hemp. It's hemp. It even buds.
Huh.
But it's just hemp.
No THCs in it.
No, a little, very little. Yeah, very little. And don't think that my mama didn't see some and have me microwave it and then hang some of it up and try. She's like, we got to try this.
I used to hang mine all in the attic of our house because my dad had these fans on the ends of the attic to
Right.
keep the heat out in the
Sure.
summer.
Yeah.
And I'd had that old nasty stinky shit hanging all by the rafters because the access to the attic was in my room. It was a walk-in bed It looked like a closet door, and he just walked up the stairs, and he put a piece of plywood over the top of it, where you came onto the floor of the attic. So it was like kind of sealed off. So I just hung all my shit up there and let it dry natural in all that heat. Man, it come out good. Little did my dad know I was freaking producing 40 pounds of pot out of his attic every goddamn year. I probably have had enough to make a bale.
No, I'm pretty sure. Actually, smartass, Viagra was discovered because they used it for people to grow hair.
Viagra was designed to be a heart medicine.
And a hair, well, for
And then they
raising
found out
up.
one of the side effects was a boner.
And it's also used in Propecia, I think it's called Rogaine.
Yeah,
And they found out that it gave people boners, and they're like, "Hey,
bonus points.
Yeah.
You got a head of hair and a boner.
yeah."
Head to the bar. Yeehaw.
If they came out with a magical thing and said, "Take this pill and you can grow all your hair back," I wouldn't do that shit.
Nah.
No.
I was thinking about trying one of that because I don't want to lose my hair, but you know, it's nature. You got to do it when you get older.
Yeah, but yours is staying front fine. So if,
Yeah,
you, just,
it's just I got the
if
little.
you got a good
I got
barber,
the yarmulke hole.
if you got a good barber, and did
Maybe
it,
I'll become Jewish. I'll just wear the yarmulke and cover it up.
or just get go buy yourself one of them yarmulke hats.
Yeah.
And have Tony sew a little hair thing on it, a rug, and then you can be like one of them Democrats, and you can get one that's got a pink wig on it this time. Just have one like, remember like the Hairy Christians? They always had that one spot that had hair in it, and it was a long ponytail.
Yeah.
I always saw them at airports.
Yeah.
We'd fly so funny.
That is a pretty horse.
We'd come into the we'd come in our uniform 3 o'clock in the morning, flying into somewhere like O'Hare. And then, because we'd go from O'Hare, and then we would jump over to like Great Lakes Navy Base.
Yeah.
And then we would go from there to other places. The hair kisses are run up to everybody. They never ran up to us. If they looked at us here wearing uniform, we're filthy. Seriously. We're tired. You can see our eyes are red like we've been drinking all night, probably because we were drinking on the plane.
That could be it.
Was not an odd thing for us to get to base. And before we got our orders, the commanding officer or the officer of the day would say, "Y'all go over to those barracks and lay down for a couple hours, and then we'll work on these orders."
Sober up.
We would be totally lost, man. And if it was a military hot flight, there's no rest on one of those.
No.
No, because you're sitting in a sling seat in the back usually. Not always. Sometimes they were comfortable, but
Not often.
not often. And you're back there, and you're like, "Huh." And they're like, "Don't touch the tank. I need a parachute. You'll be fine." Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, when you get on a plane and ask for a parachute, that's not a good
You put
start.
me in a C-130, you're giving me a parachute. I don't give a shit. That's just nature.
They go down just because they can.
No, I mean, that's because the back door opens up, and they drop everything out there. You could drop a 65-foot triple wide out of that bitch. We would take tanks, and the tanks would drop, and you gotta figure that's a hell of a square shoot. And it's actually a rectangle, but sometimes they use the rounds, the giant rounds.
God, that's a lot of weight.
That's a lot of weight, dude. And it drops down there, and almost always lands right up.
Yeah, have some big ass freaking straps holding on to that.
Oh God.
Drop a 10-ton tank. Oh, there's somebody on a horse.
Yep, that's the Sunday ride.
I'll be damned.
Yep.
And the horse walks nice.
And old too. She's a pretty old girl. She's about 18, 19 years old.
Oh, those are the best kind. And you can put a little kid on that horse, and it'll walk it right back to the barn when it's done.
Yeah. Claire's a good horse. She got a white eye. She can see out of it just fine, but it's wide as it can be.
Really? You think she was blind, huh?
I thought so too, but they said no.
I'll be damned.
Pretty horse. She took good care of it, but she ignored it a lot.
Well, they don't consider them pets. A lot of people.
Oh no, she definitely considers that a pet because she paid Marvin $300 a month to let it stay there.
Huh.
That's a fucking pet, dude. Until she butchered it or something, that's a pet.
Until it made dog food.
But she did sometimes do riding classes for young kids.
And
And
she'd use that horse.
she made money, and she would come out there and ride them around in there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when we were kids, I had a friend a girl that lived up the street from me, or road. We didn't have streets. And
I had a girl up the street that I rode too when I was a kid.
I wanted to ride her too. Her horse was
Mine was
named.
my cousin.
Her horse is named LT. And I said, "What the hell did you name it LT for?" She says, "He looks like lettuce and tomatoes because he had that coloring."
It was red and green.
I don't know what color it was. I'm colorblind.
Oh.
That's what she told me. I don't know. I says you should have called it BLT. I like those better. Everything goes with bacon.
I've had, you know, if you get like a bad roast that's real stringy,
Yeah.
that's about what horse tastes like.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it doesn't taste bad at all. It's just real stringy.
A lot of people have had horse and don't even know it.
Oh yeah.
Well, for a while there, weren't they saying that McDonald's hamburgers or something were infused with kangaroo meat or some bullshit?
That's about Crystal. Crystal burgers, but that never was good. But I've had kangaroo. That's just pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't hop up and smack you.
I've had emu, I've had ostrich. I've eaten just about everything.
Well, they have that wild game thing
Yeah.
that you pay $100 to get into, and they have all kinds of exotic meats to try and stuff. And I've done that.
Well, one time at the Elks Club, they had an exotic dinner, and that's the first time that I tasted iguana. And I said, "Yeah, I'll eat that shit."
Yeah, I had snake one time. That was good.
I had snake tastes all right.
Yeah.
But the iguana we did is the stir fry, and put the carrots and the pickled carrots and the pickled. Oh, are you out of pickled vegetables yet?
No, I think we still have some. I'll
Okay.
look though.
But anyway, we'd take those pickled vegetables and put that in the stir fry. Whole Brussels sprouts, man, and just I love Brussels. I will kill a man over Brussels sprouts.
I don't like when they're bitter. I
Oh,
like
no.
a little.
Have you ever seen one grow?
No.
They're the neatest things. They get this big and it just looks like a Christmas tree decorated with just green little balls of cabbage.
Really?
Yeah, they're neat. There she goes again.
Yeah.
That's Tammy. Tammy, she told me.
Oh, is she the one that gave me shit out front when before you moved?
No,
in?
that was Valerie.
Oh, Valerie. Yeah.
Tammy is the one that owns that horse. And Tammy says, you should not be allowed to have videos of my horse. And I said, hey, fuck you. And this was the day that Tony broke her finger. We went to the hospital. Remember that day when we were moving in?
Oh yeah.
You're the only person other than me that asked her about her finger, Marvin. None of them ever did. But anyway, that night I said, well, hey, Tammy, go fuck yourself. Because it's my yard, it's my front yard.
Yeah, you pay to live here.
Your horse just happens to be there, and it's my camera, and it was my time. I should charge you for letting people see your horse. Now, you need to go, since you like to run your mouth and tell Marvin we're probably about to sue her, because my wife just fell off the wheelchair ramp because she took the rope down.
Oh, geez.
And so Marvin, when we went over there that morning, Marvin goes, well, I hear you're going to stick your lawyers on me. I said, well, if you know anything, you know Ron's got lawyers. Because almost every friend I got other than Tim is a lawyer. And I've never had to use one of them. But by God, if I need one, I can go. If I commit a crime in Texas, Georgia, Ohio, Oklahoma,
You're covered.
New York, what's that weird state? All the lakes? Minnesota. I got lawyers.
Say Canada.
Yeah, I even got a Canada lawyer.
Yeah, that weird state.
Ian,
Canada.
yeah, Ian Runkle. I call him Uncle Runkle. If I get in trouble in Canada, I got Uncle Runkle.
Oh, that's
Then if I get in trouble with a gun crime, I've got Bronca. And so in Bronca, well, I pay his monthly fee for his free videos.
Yeah.
If you want, you can watch his videos free, but if you pay his monthly fee, he will stop what he's doing and come defend you.
Really? What a guy.
Yeah, because he's already, he's kind of, there's a new picture.
Oh yeah, there's all those white birds.
Yeah,
You were
he's-
saying that. like eat the fish eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things hang out in like flocks. You see
they
a
do.
lot of those
Yeah, they
together.
do. And those are the long-billed ones. Those aren't the short-billed
Yeah,
cowbirds.
they got that real long, like they get the bugs out of the ground or whatever.
It looks like we're losing Tim. Tim's
Yeah.
standing up, and I don't think he's going to pee.
No, I am going to do that too, but
I'm
I got
gonna
to
miss
go
him.
work. I miss you when you're gone.
I hate to see him gone. Because that means I have to do this show by myself. And that doesn't go well. But I've got so much good footage here. Hold on, let me find something really quick before Tim goes. Give me a minute, people. Give me a minute. Everybody calm down. The birds are just moving fast. Look at that. Here you go, Tim.
Oh yeah,
Hold
nice
on.
gator.
Uh-huh. What's that? What's that? Yeah. There you go. Come on, come on, come on. Before on the actual video right here, you can hear me go, "Get on from here." And then he just, is it going? Yeah, he'll start moving in a minute.
They can move pretty quick for about 30 feet.
Oh, yeah.
You don't
That-
want to get between the water and a gator. 'Cause
That
That's
whole-
when you get attacked.
That whole zigzag shit don't work, though. That's fake.
Yeah, that's horse shit.
You see, there's Clara. I mean, Buttercup.
Oh, Buttercup.
Oh, I must have already missed it.
Well, apparently.
Yeah, because Buttercup came after. Yeah, see, there you go. There you go. There it goes. Jesus. Oh, that pisses me off. I don't have the light hand that I used to have. There he goes.
Oh yeah, he's cruising nice.
Yeah, he's like,
God damn, that's got to be a 8-footer.
It was a big one. And he was over there just chilling right underneath the shade.
That's a big
Old-
damn gator,
Old
man.
Jethro's running out there going, "Hey, what's up?"
That's some good eats right there.
Yeah, and he just goes because we got 5 ponds out there.
Huh?
And he goes from pond to pond to pond to pond to pond to pond.
heard that the gator ribs are pretty good too.
They are.
I've never had them personally, but that's what hillbilly buddies tell me.
Oh yeah, everything from the jaw meat and the tail, you give that to the tourists.
Yeah, the jowl meat's supposed to be really good too.
Yeah. And that is the Venus gator that kind of hangs up. How long are you going to be with the chum bucket? Yeah, I'll probably be up because I woke up late, so I'll probably be up to all day today then.
All right, I'll let you know when I get back.
Yeah.
I would say I'd blow the horn, but the last time I had my truck worked on, he screwed up my horn.
Yeah. Yeah, so y'all have a good day.
All right, peace out. I've got to go play. Pretend
Yeah.
I'm working hard.
Yeah.
We'll do it again tomorrow.
Yes, we will. All right, everybody, have a good day. We're Cracker out.
Beer for Breakfast Morning Show is brought to you by Ground Up Remodeling. Tim will take care of your needs from the ground up. Truly one of the best in Lake Placid, and we wouldn't let anyone else work on our handyman or home improvement needs. Call Tim today.